All right, we are looking at version 3 of Fireball Mail. The differences between version 3 and version 1 are more along the lines of that it just becomes more interesting. So the melody's there, but we have some variations in some of the rhythm, and we have some added notes to make it more melodic. So first thing is the pickup. So where before we were going rest, that measure now is going to be 1, 2, and. Okay, you're going to play on the and, the pickup. All right, 1, 2. All right, that's a little bit different, but work on that because it sounds like a hurried version of a start. It just sounds more like a traditional bluegrass start. After that, that next thing is a slide, goes onto a roll you've already seen before. So that's not too bad. Putting all that together, the pickup and the first measure will be 1, 2. Okay, that's measure 1 with the pickup. Measure 2 has a hammer on first and third finger. Okay, kind of have to get out of your way to make that happen. But that first half of that measure sounds like this. Try and get that to where you can hear all those notes. Alright, and when that feels good, the next part of the measure just goes back to your first finger. The third finger goes to the third string. So that measure together sounds like this. Again. Alright, measure 3. Your third finger is already down. But I want you to drop your second finger behind it and pull it off. Okay? You can't get a good pull off unless your second finger's behind it. And then the next note. Alright, and then as soon as you're done with that, third finger jumps down to the fourth string and plays the third fret to the fifth fret slide. And that together sounds like this. And then the rest of the measure isn't too bad. Alright, now the next measure, line 2, measure 4, we're actually going to take our second finger and just slide up. Sorry. You can do that all day long. I know you can do that. And that finishes that first phrase. Okay? Putting it all together for the first phrase. 1, 2. A little fast, but that's that first phrase. I'll do that phrase a little slower for you. 1, 2. Alright, that's phrase 1. Once you get all that worked out, I want you to try and play that line all together, okay? To get all the way to that note right there at the beginning of measure 5. Think of it as a phrase, and I think it'll help you be able to play the song a little bit better and hear the melody. The next part starts similarly. That measure 5 is almost exactly like measure 1. I'm going to ignore the first open note. I'm just going to start on the second fret. You can do that all day long. That's the beginning of phrase 2. And the next measure starts the same as measure 6 starts the same as measure 2. Okay, so the first half, that's the same as before. But the difference is this time, instead of hammering on first and third, we're going to hammer on 2 to 3 on the second half. Okay, so we have this. That way it sounds like this. It just sounds kind of cool. And then end on that pinch. Alright, we go back to that hammer on 2 to 3, and then keep our third finger down. And that gets us through measure 7. Again. That's That's measure 7. All right, measure 8. We keep our third finger down and then hammer it on. So drop our second finger. Then we're going to take that second finger and move it to the 5th fret and end on the first beat of measure 9. Okay, I'm going to play measure 8 into that first beat of measure 9. Make sure you're taking that second finger and move it up to the 5th fret. Here it comes again. This is measure 8. And end on that note. That finishes phrase 2. All right. So phrase 2 will start with the 2nd fret sliding up in measure 5. Okay. Here we go. This is phrase 2. Okay. Here comes again. All right, take your time with that. Make sure you get those 2 phrases separate. Don't worry about putting them all together yet. We're just going to think of it as phrases, and I think you will be awesome. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.